Well, hello there, and welcome back to the lands of Aecathan. No professionals, no fancy tech, just a group of women playing an all-original game of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Jeff, your GM, and the shaman apprentice, Learn Shirepike, was insensitive, weak, and had chronic bad breath. I guess you could call him a supercalifragile mystic plagued by halitosis.
That's a good one. She loves it.
She's not sure about it.
Yeah, she's uncertain. I can tell.
I'm uncertain. You can enjoy it.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Pam is uncertain too, but
I thought it was great.
Well, let me catch you up on what happened last time. It's been a combat-filled experience. The four and their allies continued to sweep through the Thwilnu enclave, putting a stop to their horror creation activities. Unfortunately, they also discovered that the Thwilnu had turned their terrible abilities into creating hybrid horror creatures after they encountered a prominent member of Ballinamard's citizens who had been transformed into something worse than a horror and set against those trying to save the town above. The shaman apprentice, Learn Shirepike, had been altered by the Thwilnu and set as a guardian for the cavern the four were exploring. After an intense fight, the four emerged bloodied but victorious, and after securing Learn's body in their portable hole, chose to seek refuge in Tasha's magnificent mansion. And so that is where we pick up the story tonight, having everyone having just entered the mansion. There are some 4 hours before you'll be able to go to sleep and actually get the benefits of a long rest. So...
Or we could sleep for 12 hours.
You could. You could, but for, those of you who don't sleep but go into reverie for only 4 hours...
That could be boring.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zori.
I'll read books. I'll write my journal. I'll do things. I'll lay there. I just won't sleep or meditate. I'll just lay there.
I'm going to drag myself to the living room and collapse on the couch.
I am going to do that too.
I think Bo goes to rummage to look for food.
Athgar's going to the kitchen as well.
Go to the living room.
I would probably go to the kitchen, knowing me.
Well, in the kitchen, Athgar is putting together a tray with a couple bottles of wine and 6 glasses and some bread and some soft cheese. And he looks at Zorith and Bo and says, "Should I bring anything else?" This seemed like good, holy shit, we almost died food.
Yeah, sounds good.
I didn't know there was a menu for that.
Apparently there is.
That's fine. And I offer to help carry it back.
No, he's got it all on a big tray. So.
Oh, well then I just follow him out there.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm piling my armor in the corner and pulling off my boots.
Same.
Athgar comes walking in with a large silver tray with what I just described. And walks over and sits it down on the table in between the sofas.
Oh, thank you.
I thought we could all use it.
Yeah, today's been a hard day.
Yes. That poor dwarf.
If this is any example of what the Thwilnu have been doing here, it's amazing that anyone's left in this town.
Well, remember that until we were able to start returning people to their normal minds, the people on the surface were doing whatever it was the Thwilnu wanted them to. So...
And still are. I mean...
For the most part.
Right.
There are the few we've awakened.
I'm making myself a cheese sandwich and drinking some cider. Assuming that's what's in the cup.
No.
It's wine.
2 bottles of wine.
Oh.
That's what he brought. He goes over, pours himself a glass, drains it, and then pours another glass, sits down.
Well, when in Rome.
Cheers.
So I'll drink wine.
Need to make our priority finding Vines and Sefryna.
Did you get any sense of where they might be?
Still, was it southwest, Jeff? Is that what
West, southwest, the last
West.
time you checked.
West, southwest last time I checked.
Could you tell at what distance?
Does the spell tell you how far, or does it just tell you general
I think
direction?
it just tells me direction.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm.
I just know it's within a certain distance, but we know they're not in those rooms, so if we can sneak past, maybe we come back for the fight. But we can't let them do to them what they...
They may have already.
I know.
And I would choose to continue if I had anything left.
No, I mean, that's what I mean tomorrow when we awaken, I think. We don't need to clear all those rooms right now. We can come back and do it after we find them.
Now that we know the extent of what they're doing.
Right.
So what did we learn today? Anything that we can use?
We still don't know how to prevent that attack. I mean, we know how to counteract it, but...
But we did learn that the Thwilnu die just like their creatures. That's something.
It is.
And they're worse than we thought.
Fire is good. Fire works well.
It does.
Has anything not worked?
Psychic.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, since I think they do psychic, right? It's not magic.
I don't know what it is.
Yes, we don't know what that spell is or what that action that causes us to just fall asleep or lose consciousness.
Here's a question. Those of you who have succumbed to this, did you dream?
Not that I recall.
Jeff?
Yes.
I don't know the answer to it. Did we-
No, you did not. It was like somebody turned off the lights and then turned them back on a second later when you woke up.
Ooh.
Well, that's how I describe it, then.
Then I'm not sure it's sleep.
I'm kind of unconscious.
Yeah, it's like not even being there. And nothing that we have done seems to make any difference in terms of preventing it.
I don't think we have much defense against psychic damage anyway.
Well, we have those dream sentinels. But there was no dreaming.
Right, that didn't seem to make a difference because we all had that.
Right.
There might be some spells, but I don't have any protection from psychic attacks. Maybe Athgar or Bo?
I have nothing.
I don't think I have anything, but I will pray this evening and see if the lady sees fit to offer me insight.
Yeah, Bo doesn't have anything like that.
Although I am thinking, this Noctomancy stuff that Master Oberus has been teaching everyone, they found that in an old temple back, that dates back before the Shattering, right?
Yep.
So that's old magic. That's magic that worked 120 plus years ago.
Right.
Might be, and bastards have evolved. It doesn't work anymore.
Well, the things that we have to protect you from that. But yeah, that could be, or it's just a different thing. Maybe a different effect, and that only can protect us from certain things.
I'm wondering.
It protects from the altering the memories or changing effect. This just knocks people unconscious, so maybe it's a different protection spell.
I'm wondering, do you think it might be possible to capture one of them things alive?
Which things?
The Thwilnu.
The actual Thwilnu?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And do what?
Take him back to Master Oberus. Let the tower have their way with it. See what they can find out.
We'd have to keep it, knocked out somehow.
Put it in the portable hole and then resurrect it when we got there.
I like that.
That might work.
So then we don't even have to keep one alive.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put another living creature in the hole, even if they're evil. That was not okay.
Well, we didn't know.
No, we didn't, but...
But you're right. It's not right.
Yeah, I'm not going to suffocate it in a hole.
Are there any bodies in the space that we just left?
Aye? We left them all over the cavern.
Well, maybe we can just grab one. Drag it in here. Throw it in the hole.
I would be willing to make that attempt.
Well, we're not going to send you out alone.
Why not? There's less chance of me being noticed if it's just me.
And if it knocks you unconscious and slits your throat?
Then I trust you'll bring me back when I don't show up. But I do still have sufficient energy to cast greater invisibility.
I can as well.
We don't know if they can see that or not.
Well, I can cast greater invisibility and pass without trace. That would limit several ways of being detected.
Ooh.
And as it just is dragged mysteriously through the cavern.
Oh, no. I plan on picking it up, which means that it will become, I assume, part of the invisibility spell. So it will simply vanish.
How far are we from where we had the fight?
Not that far.
No, within like 40 feet. Basically, you finished the fight and you all came back to where Tasha was. She cast the spell and you walked into the mansion.
Mm-hmm. I say let's go.
All right.
All right. Gwen and I.
Yes.
And I can open the hole inside here. And I go to the wall and open it up and have it available so that when they bring it and drag it in, they can just throw it right in.
If you see anything, you teleport dimension door, whatever, back to this door and we will grab you.
I'm gonna be looking out the door, maybe.
Unfortunately, I can't link your minds. Not till tomorrow, anyway. Well,
That's okay. We fought together enough. It's close enough.
so
So
I
we're
go.
gonna give you
I go
2
for the.
minutes?
I go for the body. You watch my back.
I'm going to hold on to your belt on the back,
Okay.
because otherwise I won't be able to see you.
Sure.
And that keeps us close enough that you're covered by my pass without trace.
He
We're giving you 2 minutes.
downs the rest of the second glass of wine.
I put my boots back on. And I cast the spells.
Yep, same here. Well, I would suggest we wait to cast the invisibility until just before we step out.
Okay,
The improved doesn't last all that long.
that's true. Alright, let's walk through the door. I tuck my hand behind your belt.
All right. Cast the spells. Out we go.
I start counting.
All right. We find ourselves back in the cavern. Oh.
Ooh?
Yeah. Crappy perception check.
Well, I can check too.
Okay. And, yeah. Athgar just is standing there. It's like he can't see.
23.
You can see. The body is, there is a body that is, tucked up against the door, the building to the east,
Okay.
like it was coming out. And
So I'll leave my one hand tucked into his belt, and I'll put my other hand on his shoulder and kind of guide him,
okay.
steer him toward the body.
Ah, now he sees it.
And that's a Will knew, not one of the horrors, right?
Correct. He goes over. It is, if I remember correctly, pretty badly burnt. But he kneels down, slips his arms under it, stands up, and it vanishes.
I'm keeping close watch.
And then he make another perception check.
25.
As you are moving back, you glance to your left, and far to the south, you can just make out creatures moving. They seem to be moving back toward the direction of the tunnel that led into this cavern. They do not appear to notice you.
So I'll put my hand around his mouth.
And he nods. Get back to the door. Open the door. Go through.
Still counting. Okay, good.
And he says softly, close the door when you're in.
And I do.
Okay. And he drops the invisibility.
I do too.
And he is holding the bloodied, burnt corpse of a Thwilnu.
Throw it in the hole.
Okay. Where did you open the hole?
On one of the walls that is available.
Which room, I mean? Is it in the living room or in the entry room?
Is there a space in the entry room?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll just...
Basically right next to the door.
Yeah, that's where I'll just... Because I just wanted to open it so that they could immediately shove it in.
Okay. And he walks in and just kind of drops it on the floor next to the body of the shaman. And turns around and walks out. Now
Can I shut it up?
Now I need a bath.
Same.
Ugh. They are very light. I did not expect that. Perhaps a living one is heavier, I don't know, but much lighter than I was anticipating.
Well, I'm going to head upstairs, take off the armor, take a quick bath, and then head back down to the living room.
I'm going to do the same in slightly extended stages. I'm going to go pull out a change of clothes and then head down to the bathing chamber on the second floor. And I'll likewise bathe and then wear something that doesn't reek of charred Thwilnu.
Yes, I figure I'm wearing my mansion lounging clothes. Is everyone still in the living room?
Yeah.
Hanging out. We got time to kill before we can go to bed.
Yep.
Are we able to contact Erlakas?
Yes. Because
While we're in the thing?
Because you're on a different plane, there's a chance it won't go through. But
Okay.
Lori, maybe you can reach out to Mother Tassa and see if she remembers anything about this unconscious state.
Wait, reach out to Mother Tassa in unconscious state?
Yeah, when they knock us out.
If she knows anything about what they're doing to knock us unconscious.
Okay.
Or a remedy. to prevent it. We know how to stop it.
Right. I can't remember. Do I have the ability to just talk to Mother Tassa?
You do. Well, you've never tried it from in the mansion.
But it's worth a try.
Okay. It's just like... Well, I also have that spell, the one that Obrys gave me. Is that the same thing?
No. No, the communication between you and Mother Tassa is a unique ability given it's a vestige of having had her mind in your mind.
Ooh.
Right. What do you guys want me to say? Like,
well, the communication between you and Mother Tassa is just literally like
a conversation.
It's just opening the channel.
Oh, okay. So I sit down and I kind of concentrate and I try to open the channel in here. And Mother Tassa?
You open the channel. It doesn't seem to be connected in here.
Ooh,
and
dude.
I tell everybody that.
Fun.
Well, worth a shot.
Right. All right, well, I try to send a message to Airlocus.
Okay.
What am I asking?
And do you want high or low as the
high.
Bad? Okay.
What am I asking Airlocus?
I don't know. Whose suggestion was to talk to Airlocus?
Mine. You could ask him if he knows anything about this rendering unconscious. Maybe let him know that we have a Thwilnu and one of their horrors that we want him to investigate.
Obrys might be.
Yeah. We were going to take... Bo was suggesting taking it to the tower.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was thinking Obrys and Indrus are who's been translating, so maybe same idea, which is really good, just different person.
Obrys, it's Tasha. We have a Thwilnu and a horror, and we'll be bringing it to you when we can. Do you know anything about their ability to make people unconscious?
There's a pause.
Great lady. You've captured them? How are you holding them?
Wait, you can't tell me. Nope. Can't say I know anything helpful.
Looking forward to seeing the creatures.
That message got through. He doesn't know anything about their ability, really, but he's looking forward to seeing us and the creatures.
Well, it was worth a try.
It was.
So what shall we do now?
Do we know? Has anyone else encountered the Thwilnu and bested them? In the last century.
Nope, just us.
How would we know?
If they bested them, I would assume we would have heard.
The only people who probably know are the elves who are still prisoner at Daktaksun.
Wow.
Or the dragons. The dragons might at least have historically accurate knowledge.
You could try messaging Mother Tassa the magical way versus Zori's way.
Do you have the spell slots?
I'm looking.
I hate to say this, but I think we are the authority at this point. If we don't know it, I doubt anyone does.
Well, that's a
Frightening thought.
Very.
Yeah, if it wasn't in the books, then I don't think we have anything we can do unless the dragons know.
Imagine knowing something the dragons don't know.
Oh, and I have sufficient magics for a couple sending spells if need be.
Gwen, that doesn't make me feel better.
It's quite a thought. So who would you like to message?
Don't we have that magical device that allows us to talk to Gago?
May or may not work from here, though.
Yes,
Right.
but what would we tell Gago? I mean, like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but we're doing this crazy thing. Just to update you for no reason.
No, I think to ask her what we tried to ask Mother Tassa, that
Yeah.
they know anything about this Thwilnu ability.
Mm-hmm.
Can we?
It'd be really nice if they could stop knocking us out.
Can we not send to Mother Tassa?
We could. Well, I can try. Okay. Mother
Hold on. High or low?
After said he's got some.
Look, I'll let Athgar do it then.
All right. Tell me high or low.
Hi. I like the high ones.
He casts the spell, concentrates for a moment. I don't think it got through.
Of course.
Well, you said high. I rolled a 98.
Ugh.
So it got lost in the trans-dimensional interference.
Fine, I'll try low.
What are you going to say?
Mother Tassa, it's Tasha. Do you know anything about the Thwilnu's ability to make people unconscious?
There's a pause. My, but don't you sound faint? I know tales. I have never experienced it personally. Yes, this won't do. A moment.
go to the door. Peek outside.
Make a perception check.
Uh, 28.
Don't see anything different from the last time you were out here.
Mother Tassa.
Meanwhile, in the living room,
Uh-huh.
a speck appears on the wall of glowing cyan energy, slowly swirling, and it begins to get bigger and bigger and bigger until there is a swirling energy portal, which Mother Tassa steps through.
Holy.
I go grab Arabelle.
And
I close the door when I hear holy.
yeah, and turns and waves her hand and the portal disappears and she stops, stock still, and she's just listening.
What are you listening for?
To see if the gate spell destabilized your construct.
Ooh.
It's a possibility. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, its effects are fairly spectacular.
Hmm.
But it appears the construct is holding.
Phew.
So, you have encountered them at last.
Hmm.
And
Have we?
not just their creatures.
No, the actual Thwilnu.
We're in their nest.
Really?
Well, one of them, under Ballinamard.
They've nested under Ballinamard.
Oh, yes.
They took over the whole town.
Well, this information had not gotten to my ears yet.
It's not good.
I assume that you are taking steps.
Mm-hmm. We will
are,
kill it dead with fire.
but they have a tendency to render us unconscious.
The legends do talk of that. Of people simply dropping to the ground as if killed, but they're still alive. Apparently, the only way to awaken them is to inflict pain. That seems to disrupt whatever effect it is. I assume you've already determined that, as you're here to talk about it.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of specifically what they are doing, well, according to the stories, it's not magic. It's something else. I know a word that we believe is the name of the power that they possess. Dakegoth. But beyond the term, we know next to nothing.
Mm.
They never allow themselves to be taken alive, if the stories are true.
Well, it's good that we just took two bodies then.
We'll resurrect them when they're appropriately contained.
Be prepared. They have the ability to simply choose to die.
Oh, wow.
And they do so in lieu of being captured and interrogated.
That's annoying. Well, it's worth a shot.
Indeed. So you have 2 Thwunu. Are they of the same caste?
No. One Thwilnu, one horror.
A Ballinamard citizen they corrupted. Turned into a horror.
That's new.
He didn't
horrific.
want to harm us.
He tried to fight it off, but he wasn't able to. We had no choice but to stop him.
It is notable that he had the ability to resist them at all. He must possess great force of will.
He was a shaman.
Yes. They would have the connection to the powers of the earth. Although, if they are no longer pure of body, I would question how intent that connection would be.
That's
And
fair.
You say they turned him into a horror.
Yes. With tentacles.
They grafted
Mm-hmm.
things to his body. This is something I have never heard of them doing.
Would you like to see?
No, but I think I should.
So,
I get the portable hole back out and open it up again.
Okay. Mother Tassa walks in, kneels down between the 2 bodies, first looking at the body of the Thwilnu. Yes, this is one of their low caste. There are others.
We haven't seen them yet.
We've seen a few. Low, L-O-W?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I mean, I think we've seen them, right? Or are you just talking about horrors?
No, I mean, we haven't seen any high caste yet.
Oh, I see.
All the Thwilnu you've encountered are pretty much identical to the one whose body you have. So if there are other types of Thwilnu or variations on the breed or whatever, you've not encountered them. Then she turns and looks at the body of the shaman. She reaches under the body and lifts it effortlessly and starts poking at the skin around where the tentacles have been grafted. Seamless. This is disturbing.
They have this liquid that we think they're using to make their creations.
I see. Do you have samples?
No.
But we can get them.
They also have 2 of our friends.
Yeah.
You remember Vines? Can't remember Vines. Didn't Vines go to the cavern with us?
He did.
Druid.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I am sorry.
So we're trying to find them.
Before they're turned.
Oh, yeah, and he was there, or Mother Tassa was there when we were going to plot all this, wasn't she? So, and they have Sefryna of Erma.
You should prepare yourselves for the possibility that your friend has already been altered.
I am.
Do you... Wondering if he has already been altered. If we'd be able to resurrect him as he was.
I do not know. I do recall that those who had been under the sway of the Thwilnu's power, when killed, those who were brought back were freed of the mental effects. I do not know if such would also free them from the physical effects.
Hmm.
I doubt it. She stands up and walks back out of the hole. What are you intending to do with these bodies?
I close up the hole.
Our intention is to take them to the tower and see if the magicians can figure out anything.
Yes, clever Master Opus.
He is clever.
If he cannot, perhaps some of his colleagues can. But again, I would caution you. If your intent is to provide them with a live subject to study, steps will need to be taken to prohibit it from choosing its demise.
I understand. First, we have to clean the nest. So, we have lots to do before we get to that point.
Indeed. Would you wish me to ferry these bodies to Master Opus?
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Shall I take the Thwilnu or shall I take them both?
Take them both.
Before you go, would you want that sample of the liquid?
If possible.
Is there any sample close by?
As close as the closest building that had the barrels of the stuff.
Yeah, we didn't destroy the last one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. The last building that you were in, you detonated all the barrels.
Mm-hmm.
But the building before that, you did not.
That's kind of far away.
It's far away.
I don't like it.
Probably 100 feet. Maybe between 80 and 100 feet. So it's not terribly far.
Hmm.
And is the building completely empty?
It was. You
Okay.
killed everything that was in it.
If we could identify that liquid, it could be very important. If that's what they're using.
Well, it would seem that it would be something if they are keeping it around. I would not expect the Thwilnu to be sentimental. If they are keeping something, it has use.
We can make sure we take some the next time we encounter it. I don't think we're in any shape for a fight.
Good
I
point.
agree.
Have you containers?
Some kind of jars.
Yeah, do we have anything in the portable hole that we could use to collect?
I have 2 water skins.
Blech.
I'm not going to drink it, but I mean, we could fill
Well,
it.
But isn't it like bubbling?
I have, empty potion of healing bottles.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, you do know that it's acidic.
Gotcha. Okay.
So glass is better.
Well, if you would point me in the correct direction, I could gather a sample before I depart.
That would be wonderful. Would you want me to show you? Take you there?
I think if you tell me how to find it from the door to the mansion, that would be sufficient.
I give her detailed directions.
Seems simple enough.
Would you be able to tell if Vines is still intact?
And how far away he is?
I've been using magic to get the direction.
I could make the attempt. Although I would need to do that from outside as well.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I don't believe so. I am familiar with the young man, so if he can be scryed upon, I should be able to see him. I will return in a moment.
And she gets up and walks out of the living room.
Yikes.
They had the apprentice much longer than they had Vines.
Well, at least we'll know.
Yes, thank you.
A few minutes pass. She walks back in the room.
Well, I wish the news were good, but it is not.
Shh.
They are in the process of modifying your friend. They are
somewhat completed. They are attaching tentacles. His skin has taken on a pallor of chalk. And I was able to see horrors that I have not encountered before, and Thwilnu that look different than the one you have. And then my scry was noticed and dispelled.
Oh, wow.
So now they are aware that someone is looking and someone saw.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have mass numbers? More than 50 in that area?
I could see your friend. I could see one creature and two Thwilnu, one of which looked similar to the body you have, and another that looked distinctly different.
Did you get a sense of distance?
No. Scrying simply allows you to peer into a location. It was, I believe, in a building. It did not appear to be out in an open area. But apart from that,
Were you able to get your sample?
oh, I have not yet attempted that. I was merely looking for your friend.
Thank you.
I give her some empty healing potion bottles.
If these will hold the liquid, I shall bring them to the masters at your tower as well.
Please let them know we're trying to undo what they've done.
And I will advise them as I have advised you about what to expect should they restore life to the Thwilnu. Hopefully they will be able to devise some method of countering it. Well, I wish I was leaving on a lighter note, but things are as they are.
How do we want to do the transfer of bodies? Do you want to...
Oh, I shall carry them.
Okay, I open the portal again.
Okay.
Hole again.
She walks in, kneels down, and scoops up both bodies, one in each arm, the way you would scoop up a body pillow.
Yeah.
It seems lately that I do little more than wish you luck, but I do. And I'm happy to be able to help in some small way.
We're grateful for your assistance.
We are.
You are engaged in an effort that may very well save the entire country.
No pressure.
I believe you up to the task. And if there is a way to save your friend between you and the masters at your tower, I have faith that you will find it.
We're very hopeful.
Good. Keep that hope safe, for I fear it will be tested before this is over. Be well, adventurers 4.
Safe travels.
It will be but a short teleport.
Be careful. It's dangerous out there.
Always. I will speak to you again soon. And she walks out the door.
We are so lucky.
We are.
We are so fucked.
We are.
Well, no one said our job was easy.
No.
It sounds as though there's a higher level flow new.
Oh, of course there is. There's always worse things.
Yeah.
And the cheer just keeps on a-coming.
Part of the job, dude. Part of the job.
Aye, and that's why the gods invented alcohol.
Drink up. Tomorrow we may die.
Yes.
Not quite how I'd have put it, but it works.
Yikes.
Yes. I'm going to go get more wine.
Good plan.
He walks out of the living room back toward the kitchen.
I'm going to go get cider. Since he keeps only getting wine. So I follow.
Okay. He walks in the kitchen and kind of looks up and says, I would like 4 more bottles of wine, 2 red and 2 white. Yes, thank you. And birds immediately come in and deposit bottles on the counter.
And I do the same. For some hard cider.
And 2 larger birds come in and deposit basically a pony keg.
Well, that's handy.
I love that you know what that is.
Hey, I was in college once,
Yes, dear.
so
Long time ago.
yes. Okay. And so he just kind of loads his arms with the bottles and grabs the other 2, and
I'll grab the pony keg of cider.
he says, you might want something other than a wine glass to drink that out of.
I'll grab some appropriate glasses.
Okay. Yeah, there are glass steins sitting on the counter, so.
I grab a couple.
That will do.
And Athgar comes walking back in. Well, I will say this, Tasha, your servants are very, very quick
to respond to requests. That's very nice.
I do my best.
Oh, right. Looks like we've got a selection now. What's in the keg?
I'm afraid it's hard cider.
Oh, don't be afraid, darling. I like that too.
Well, you've got two hands.
Oh,
Yes.
and what a wonderful pint you make.
Mm-hmm.
I pour him a glass.
He goes over, finishes off one of the bottles of wine, and walks back to the couch with a stein full of hard cider and a glass of red wine. He's
I
like,
thought you were going to say a bottle.
no. And he's like, right, cheers to having two hands, clink.
Oh my goodness.
And Athgar just kind of,
I'm pouring my glass. And then I kick back on the couch.
Now what?
We wait
Well-
until we can. We need to recuperate. We can't go do anything else, so we need to wait until we can sleep and recuperate. Unfortunately, I mean, we can't get to Vines any faster if we can't help him.
It's true.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to move towards Vines and clean as we go. So we use as much fire as possible.
Tasha, can you send a message?
Who should I send it to?
Can you tell him we're coming?
To Vines? No. We have no idea if he's still Vines. So we can't send him a message.
He may not have a choice about telling them.
That's correct.
They already know we're here.
Doesn't matter.
It wouldn't matter if I was scared and alone like he is.
He's a soldier. He knows.
He's our friend.
No, you misunderstand me.
No, I know what you mean. But he's
Okay.
our friend first.
No, absolutely. But what I mean is that he knows we're coming. He knows. Because we don't leave a man behind. That's just not done.
I would have to agree. Were I in his shoes, I would take it as faith that you were doing everything you could to rescue me.
Well, Athgar, that is very good to hear. Not long ago, you wouldn't have said that.
He was in a bad way.
And I have watched you face many things, but watching you face these creatures, I'm glad you're on my side.
Likewise.
And I'm discovering that bards get very little fire magic.
Unfortunately.
So can I choose different spells?
Yes.
No. Oh.
Yes, because you are a holy caster. You pray for your spells daily. So you may pray for different spells.
Okay.
I can't, though. Sucks.
I definitely can't.
Also sucks.
Yeah. My fire spells. I do have Firebolt, which is a cantrip. And I do have Burning Hands, but that is from me, 15 feet from me.
Right.
And I also have a far distance spell, which will double the range, but it still happens from me, so I can't have people in front of me, so I kind of have to very carefully arrange it.
You have lightning works too, right?
Seems to.
Yeah, so you have chain lightning, don't you?
It's a big one, though.
Yeah, I know. It's a big one for me, too.
I fear the only fire magic I have is from the spells that Erelofis taught me. I have Firebolt. And that's it.
Oh, wow. You don't have access to the same spells as me?
Well, it's a cantrip. Well, the Firebolt is a cantrip, so that's helpful.
Yeah, it means you can just use it as much as you want.
Right? It's a cantrip for him, right?
Correct.
Okay, good.
I have access to bard spells.
Well, I have Fireball. And I have Flame Strike.
You must have it from something else that you took.
Oh,
Like
additional magical secrets.
Yes. Yes. Athgard did not make those choices for that. So.
Sorry.
And that he can't change.
Nope.
But
I'm kind of a combat bard.
And my spells have always been more purposed toward diplomacy and negotiation and persuasion.
Meh.
And history.
Yes.
Although, when I pray to the lady tonight, I will be giving up some history in favor of more healing.
That's a good idea.
That I can do.
There you go.
Well, I guess it's time for bed? I mean, like, is it time for bed? What's going on here?
it's been like an hour.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna go sit by the fire and just hang out.
I think I'm going to go... Which iteration of your mansion did you choose this time, Tasha? Do we have the full second floor?
Yes.
Oh, good. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the practice room.
I'm going to go upstairs.
I'm going to sit by the fire and clean and polish my armor, preparing for tomorrow. I can work to make more arrows if need be.
Aethkar pauses by you, Gwen, as he is heading out. When you've a moment, come find me.
Anything wrong?
No. There's just something that I believe I'm overdue in telling you.
Okay.
And he turns and walks over to the stairs and climbs up to the second floor.
Well, now I'm curious. Maybe I'll finish up more quickly with the armor.
Alright. Tasha, what are you doing?
I am going to sit by the fire and drink more wine and pray for Vines.
Bo is going to also sit by the fire with a full tankard of hard cider and one of the bottles of wine. And after a little while, he starts telling stories.
Very cool.
Mildly amusing stories that probably are true, at least the first one. But the more he drinks, the more outlandish the stories get. Until you're pretty sure he's describing some sort of drug-induced dream he had once rather than an actual tale. But it's entertaining.
On that note, I'll finish up my polishing and then head up to find Aethkar.
Okay. As you approach the practice room, you hear powerful chords. It's clear that he's playing the pipe organ that's in the practice room.
I'll try to enter the room discreetly.
Well, as you open the door, you realize there is no way he's going to hear you come in. It's very loud.
Well, I'll just find somewhere to sit and wait till he's done playing.
Okay. Well, there's a table in the center of the room that has several chairs around it, so easy to find a spot. It's interesting. I don't know. Have you ever seen Aethkar play the pipe organ before?
No.
Okay. He almost looks as if he's fighting with it. So powerful are the downstrokes, and I mean, he almost looks like he's attacking the thing. He's playing with gusto. He winds up the tune that he's playing with an incredibly loud, sustained, hanging note that seems to go on forever. And then there is a final chord that he just hits and stops. And you see him actually wipe his forehead.
Was that a song you were playing? Or was that a song you were attacking?
Apologies, I didn't hear you come in.
I don't know that you could have.
That was played perhaps a bit more strongly than my teacher would have approved of. But
Why? Is it this pipe organ?
no. It's a melodic way to take out my frustrations.
Yeah, it's hard to hear about what's happening with Vines.
And to know that that is likely happening to Sefryna too. And
Yes.
the realization that I'm less concerned about her. I think because I do not have any emotional connection to her. And I worry that makes me a bad companion, but Vines is my friend. She is someone who appears not to like one of my friends very much. So I don't feel the need to be overly concerned for her, and yet I know I should, because she is at the hands of these creatures as well.
Well, some of us have only just met her,
Indeed.
and she wasn't exactly warm and cuddly.
Again, agreed. However, she is currently being corrupted by those creatures. And that should warrant some sympathetic feeling.
And you've none?
I like to think that my concern for Vines is using up all my sympathy. I hope that's the truth.
Well, certainly he is my priority,
Yes.
but I don't intend to leave her behind. Are you okay?
I'm very stupid.
I would not have said so.
I wish I had had this revelation before Mother Tassa left.
What?
I could have attempted a legend lore spell on the body of the shaman.
Oh, shit.
It might have shown us something.
Well, we could send her a message.
We could get
And-
another body.
There's more where that came from.
Unfortunately,
sneak
the
back out.
next body that we are likely to encounter that would work for that particular investigation would be Vines.
Well, could someone at the tower investigate on the shaman?
No, but That is an excellent suggestion. It just needs to be taken a step further. Pardon me a moment. Please let this work.
Yay. Okay. Athgar hums a tune that you've come to recognize is when he's casting Sending.
Let's see, that's my last third level slot. Okay.
You see him he's concentrating very hard, and then you see him do the head tilt that you know sort of is almost instinct when one receives a response.
Thank you. That, I think we might have just salvaged that possibility. Master Ranro has agreed to journey to the tower and assist.
Very good. Will he message you?
She.
Sorry, would she message you with information?
I asked if she would, if she found anything of insight.
Okay. Perhaps you've worked out your frustrations in a way that's led to a good outcome.
With a little help.
Very little.
Enough.
Are we actually getting along?
Don't jinx it. But I suppose now is as good a time as any.
What did I do?
Nothing. Why? Guilty conscience.
Usually when you need to talk with me, it's because I've screwed up something.
Well, this is not one of those times. I have thought extensively about what you said in our last conversation about the two of us. And I've come to this conclusion. It was not my intention, and never would be my intention, to break your heart.
I know. My feelings are my own, and you're not responsible for them.
Perhaps, but I am the cause.
Not your fault.
We will agree to disagree on that point. I will confess that this is a very young, barely formed thought. As in, I don't have many details to offer, but if it's possible, I would like to help fix that heart.
I think probably with time, That's... I'm told time will help.
Time dulls. Time distances.
Yes.
But time does not heal.
Well, I guess I'm not sure what does then.
I don't know. But if you'll allow me, I think we should try to find out together.
Okay. Like a spell or something?
Perhaps of a fashion. It's certainly been described as such.
Okay.
As I said, I have precious few details worked out. But just know that's my intention. I assume the how will make itself apparent.
Sounds good. And it's kind of you to want to help.
To quote a great tale once told, I seek to put right what once went wrong.
Again, that's very thoughtful of you. You're a good person.
Well, we'll see. I can only attempt. I hope I'll be successful.
Me too.
Well,
Still frustrated? Still going to kill this poor pipe organ?
no, while the spirit is willing, my fingers are sore.
Understandably so.
I think I'm going to soak them for a bit and then seek my bed.
Well, then I'll leave you to it. Good night, Athgar.
Good night, Gwen.
I head back down to the living room.
Okay. So you walk back in just in time to hear Bo say,
So I looked the dragon right in the eye, and I told him to bugger off, or he'd get the hind end of me short sword.
Oh, that sounds absolutely thrilling.
And you know what? He bloody did.
Of course. Have you found your chambers, your bedroom yet?
It's up at the top of the stairs at the end of the hall, I think.
Yeah. Do you need any assistance getting there?
Nah. The stairs are twisty, so if I stumble, I'll just roll back down in a circle. It'll be fine.
Well, I was heading up that way myself. Would you like company?
I'll always say yes to company, but won't the young bard get jealous? Ha 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 ha.
Sure not. He's already gone to bed.
Oh.
Well then, lead on, lass, lead on.
I help him find his way to his room.
Just about the time that you get him into his room, he's started yet another story. And he kind of bumps into his bed and flops backwards, and immediately is just like...
Sleep well. I pull his boots off, cover him with a blanket, and close the door on my way out.
Okay.
And then I find my own.
Okay.
All right. Anything else anyone else wants to do?
I go to bed.
You're muted.
I go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna go to bed and then in the morning do a bit of a powwow.
Okay.
Figure out what we're gonna do.
All right. You are able to successfully complete a long rest.
Yay!
Lovely.
Lovely.
And so, the morning rolls around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm betting probably Zorith would be the first one downstairs.
Mostly because I'm 4 hours in and bored.
Right.
I might have the birds, like, play a ball game with me, like, fetch. If they want.
It's if you want.
Yeah.
They exist to serve the people in the mansion.
Mm.
I'll do it for like maybe 5 minutes and then it feels really awkward, like like they have no choice, and it just kind of like takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
I feel bad, and then I just kind of play with the ball for, you know, a little while.
All right. Well, as Zorith is waiting in the kitchen, this is probably a good time to take a quick break.
Okay.
So we will be back in 15. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a few. And welcome back. So, it is morning, you've rested. Zorith is in the kitchen.
I'll wander down.
As will I.
I will too.
Morning, everyone.
Hey, what you doing?
I was playing ball, but then I felt guilty, so I'm just sitting here now
You felt guilty about playing ball?
with the birds. Just, I don't know, it struck me funny.
Did they play back?
Yes. It's weird. I'm weird. Everything's weird.
Okay.
It's been a weird couple days.
I had a thought.
What is your thought?
Gwen, you can cast invisibility, is that right?
Yes.
How long does it last?
For an hour?
What if we sent Starbolt ahead to look for vines?
What
So
is
would the
Starbolt?
invisibility be for Starbolt?
The horse?
And he can't be killed, right?
Well, I mean, he can be killed, he'd just fade away. But if he's invisible, maybe he could move quickly enough, and at least because he can communicate telepathically with me the whole time.
Who's going to be invisible?
Oh, I was like, she's
Thinking about
Jeff.
we could send my steed to find Vines and Sefryna.
I'm game if you are. If he is.
I had another idea.
All right.
And Gwen and I talked briefly about this, and she can help. I realized we have to go back through that room with all of the mists,
One point.
and it wreaked havoc with people. But I also realized that there was just the faintest taste in the air.
Of like iron or something?
Mushroom.
Oh.
Which makes me wonder
Like spores.
if it isn't a tangible, physical issue instead of a magical one.
Oh.
And Gwen has the ability to create a pocket of air around someone's head.
But just one person, right?
Yes.
One at a time.
Okay.
It's one of the benefits of having a ranger along.
Maybe we won't have to go back through that room.
One can only hope.
Well,
I mean, ideally, we find them, we can teleport out, and then we can always teleport back in, right?
if we do, if the distances are short enough and it works, if my suspicions are correct, someone could travel through that room to whatever area is our next destination, and being able to see it, they could then come back and perhaps dimension door.
Ooh.
I thought that was at when we first got down here. Was there another? We came through that room, right?
We did.
I guess I'm not understanding why we'd have to go back in.
It's the only way out.
I have yet to see any other exit from this cavern.
Like I just said, I assumed we would teleport out because we'll need to make when we're ready. We won't go all the way back through.
We could teleport out.
As long as we can get all of us.
If they're not all dead, I don't think we want to go slowly to... maybe I'm wrong.
Well, it's a thought, and it's just a theory at this point.
I think we should send Starbolt ahead.
Me too.
Sounds like a really good idea.
What sounds like a really good idea? And where's the coffee?
I pour him a cup.
And fill him.
Thank you, dear.
Well, that's a nice how-do-you-do when you wake up. 2 good ideas. Well, 1 good idea and 1 good maybe idea. And we'll find out.
We will.
Question, would she have to do pass without trace? She can only do pass without trace if she is there. Correct? I don't want to use up all your spells, but if we got a clippy-cloppy... Wait, does your horse do clippy-cloppy?
It's a Pegasus.
I'm sorry, does your Pegasus do clippy-cloppy noises?
I assume he'd fly.
Oh.
Is it big enough? Is there enough space?
If there's enough
Depends on
room.
the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Not always, but some of them.
I could ride Starbolt. If you'd allow it.
Well, I was thinking we could send him ahead while we continued our...
Because if I understand the magic that summons him correctly, he cannot be permanently killed.
Right.
You can.
Correct.
Yes, but I typically do the scouting. And so...
And
You're
this
not
time
gonna go
we're...
1,000 feet away from us, though.
This time we're going to let the Pegasus scout.
It's a little safer.
It is.
I think it's a lot safer.
That was sarcasm. It was just,
Alright.
But
It's a
this
good
is
idea.
my job. I mean, I can...
We appreciate that it's your job.
We love you when you do all the other things. We don't want to lose you.
Not so, yeah, that's too far.
Yeah.
Well, Pass Without Trace is a self-spell.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you can cast it on... Oh, no, that's...
Self. Her.
Yeah, the range and area is self. And then it affects all those around me,
Right.
but if I'm not there,
It doesn't work.
No worries.
I don't have to cast Starbolt as a Pegasus.
Oh. He can be different shapes?
Mm-hmm.
what about like a bat?
Not that tiny, I don't think, probably. Can you run that tiny?
I did graders. No, there's only certain things. But I can do it as a direwolf,
Oh.
which should be a little stealthier, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not as clippy cloppy.
And probably a lot more...
Durable?
Easy to go
I was
through.
thinking more perceptive and smelling.
Right. Then
So-
the Pegasus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Good.
Now, what if he inhales spores? Could he be turned against us? I wouldn't want to have to fight him.
I think I would just dispel him.
Okay.
Or you could conceivably maybe try the air bubble around his head.
That was my question.
I don't think it would hurt. It just
Well, he wouldn't be able to
creates-
smell.
No.
Well, we're gonna try it, do the best we can, and if it doesn't work,
Arabelle, you're able to maintain contact at distance.
To a mile. A mile.
Cast the air bubble, and if it works, when he gets through the mists, if we encounter them again, you dispel the spell.
Okay. So, do you want to manifest him?
Well, I don't believe we've scouted the rest of this space to see if there is another way out.
We did
The
talk
advantage
about-
is we can send Starbolt a different way while we continue. He doesn't have to wait for us.
because we talked about continuing on and not just exploring because time was an issue.
Right. We need to get to Vines.
And to Sefryna.
Right.
Of course, Vines and Sefryna. Okay.
Alright, so assuming that everyone breakfasts, what do you want to do? Anything else in the mansion before you depart back into the cavern?
I'll go down to the stables to summon Starbolt.
Okay.
Explain to him what we want to do, and then when we get outside, I will cast Locate Person Creature. Try and track Vines.
Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, you step back out into the cavern, and as far as you can tell, nothing is different from when you went into the mansion the night before. Well, the night before.
I guess I'll start scouting. Or do we need to do the bubble first?
Well, the bubble is for the if we encounter the mists again.
I meant for Starbolt.
I don't think we should, because it will screw with his senses.
It will. But we can dispel it if it seems like he needs it.
Oh, okay.
He won't be with us. I wouldn't put it on him.
Okay.
Just tell him if he... Yeah. He drops out of communication or something, we'll know something's wrong.
Okay. Alright, well, you are back in the cavern. What would you like to do from here?
I'll start to scout.
Okay.
I guess Bo is moving with me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sorry. And now I'm only moving Bo.
That's because you've hit the edge of the cavern.
Oh.
You've hit the wall.
So, when I cast the spell, was I still able to pick him up?
From where you came out, The direction you're getting now is almost due southwest of your position.
Okay. I tell Starbolt that he has a 50 speed.
Okay.
And has advantage on perception that rely on hearing or smell.
So what are these things I'm seeing?
As you travel away from the last place you encountered anything else, you start to see a massive grove of yellow mushrooms.
Oh. I'm going to start backing away.
So did we get him all invisible? Everybody just started moving. I
Oh.
lost where we were.
Well, I was trying to ask about what we were casting on him. But I can cast invisibility.
I also can.
Go for it.
Right. One invisibility spell for an hour. Starbolt is invisible.
Send him on the way to find Vines.
Okay. So where
And
exactly
Sefryna.
are you sending him?
I'm telling him that he's due south from here, but that obviously he might have to. I don't know where the cavern will be.
Okay.
And he, like I said, has the telepathy with me, so ask him to let me know if he gets in trouble, and let me know when he finds them,
Okay.
and then we'll figure out from there what the situation is.
Speaking of which, Bo would cast Rary's telepathic bond between us
Okay.
because it's just a ritual.
Okay.
Does that mean that it doesn't cost spell points?
Yes.
Yes.
It takes 10 minutes to cast. Well, 10 plus a minute per spell level, so...
Okay. Well, he would have done that before we left.
Okay. Right.
And then, now that I've seen this pile of mushrooms, should we do the bubble?
Up to you. You know that, based on what you saw, the grove of mushrooms is huge. It probably covers a space at least as large as one of these buildings, if not larger, but it's open air in the cavern, so you reason that chances are better than even, were there some effect, it would have filled this entire space.
So, you're saying that ship has already sailed?
Pretty much. It's
Okay.
part of the environment in this cavern. So...
Should
Yeah,
we
just
burn them?
to the south. Oh
No. That would actually make it worse.
On our way out?
We're in a cave. It will just fill up
It's a bad idea.
the
Okay.
exits and stuff.
Maybe not draw that much attention to ourselves right now.
Right.
We haven't explored south, right?
Correct.
Because we just came in from the south.
You came in
east.
from the east. You came along what appears to be the northern edge of the cavern, and I'm using
Okay.
these directions for references only,
Got it.
because you don't really know what directions are what here.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
and I said south to Starbolt, southwest.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's kind of the direction we're going in, right?
Shortly, Arabelle, Starbolt says, Lady,
Yes.
the doesn't appear to be an exit in that direction. I'm following the wall, and it appears to be looping away from you, away from the fungus.
There has to be a way to get southwest, right?
Yeah.
Keep trying to find a way.
Very well. Gwen.
Yes.
I share that in bond.
You definitely see that there's another building.
Mm-hmm. I'm approaching the doorway.
Okay.
I'll check to see if it's unlocked.
Remember, it's those strips of mushroom that
Okay.
are just hanging.
Okay, I'll put my hand and push them to one side.
Okay. Are you trying to do this in a way that will not draw attention?
Yes.
Then please make a stealth check for me.
So 23.
Okay. You are able to get a peek inside the room, and you can see that there's that sharp, acrid smell in the air. And you can see 2 5-foot pools of that bubbling orange liquid that you've seen elsewhere. And that appears to be the source of the smell. In the corner, off to your back right, there is a pile of what appears to be... It looks like uncooked seafood.
No.
But strangely enough, there's no one in the building.
Seafood?
Yeah. Like pieces of crab and lobster and crayfish and things like that in a big pile. It's rotting.
Why would that be down here? I communicate that telepathically. There's a big stinky pile of fish. Why would that be down here?
Ballinamard's a port.
You're muted, Tasha.
To feed someone? Or something?
Either that or to make something.
Mm.
The other rooms we've seen piles of various pieces of other creatures that were clearly being used to make horrors.
True.
Or they were hungry.
Well, I'm going to step to one side to see if I can get a better angle, a better view of the room.
Okay.
Is that what's in that back corner? Is the stinky pile of fish?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to step into the room. Is there anything else?
Make perception check.
$24.
Nothing that you can see.
So I communicate to the others that I don't see anything else. Do we want to firebomb the room?
I thought that last night we had agreed that Vines and Sefryna were our primary target.
Okay.
So stopping to explore all of these rooms along the way is only going to end up with them dead.
Okay. So we need to move more quickly toward what direction?
Southwest, however we get there. I had shared what Starbolt said, that there's not a direct path, so we're going to have to figure out how to get around.
Mistress, there's no apparent exit apart from a hallway, the opposite end of the cavern from where you were. And you know that he's probably talking about the hallway you came in through.
This is a dead end. The only way back is the way we came in.
There are also a line of very unnatural creatures lining that hallway. They appear to be waiting.
The hallway is full of horrors waiting for us. Because they
That's
know
the
it's
hallway to get back out.
How
Well,
far was that hallway from where the mushroom room was? I can't like how the map looked where we came in.
There was the mist room.
Yeah.
About probably 80, 90 feet long from the edge of the cavern to the edge of the mist.
No, I mean, so we came in this cavern from a hall.
Yes.
Was that to that room or somewhere else?
The hallway that you came in through, you came out of the mists into this chamber, into this large cavern. Basically, you came, to put it all in perspective, you came down from the shaman's tower, you headed down a hallway, you encountered the gelatinous horror. You went further, and then there was a room filled with mists. You basically had absolutely no sense of direction. But in moving through the room, you found a hallway. And that's the hallway that brought you to this cavern.
Okay. But we haven't seen any other... We didn't make a choice at any time to come a certain way. We just followed what we could find.
Yes.
Well, if they're all in a hallway, that makes it easy to firebomb them, right?
That's true.
They are stretched out for some distance. I am attempting to evade. They do not appear to sense me. There is also a very tall, pale creature at the end. He does not smell right.
There's a Filmstro with the horrors. They're spread out where we probably wouldn't be able to hit them all at once.
That's disturbing.
What?
We teleport behind them.
It appears they're learning.
Oh.
They're beginning to anticipate us.
Well,
Filmstro is probably directing them, right?
and I wouldn't expect them to be stupid.
They haven't been as proactive as I would have expected up till now.
What if Vines is among them? Words of Sefryna.
They're not. Well, at least Vines. Right, he's further away.
Yeah.
In my...
He's southwest, and these things are east, right?
He was due southwest from where you emerged from the mansion. Where Starbolt is almost due southeast. So, opposite angles. Vines is over here. Starbolt is over here.
Should I keep going? Or do we want to
I don't know what we should do. I mean, like,
hit that hallway?
The mistress, the pale creature, didn't notice me. I have entered a room of mists. It bothers my nose.
I was in the other room.
Ah,
he said that he's encountered a room of mist and it bothers his nose.
Wait there for us.
In the mist?
No, don't go in the mist.
oh, then I shall step back into the hallway.
Good plan.
If you can. It may mess with your sense of direction.
Fortunately, and I can't believe that I'm going to say this, but I am able to smell myself.
Well, if you can make it through, then that's
I have
wonderful.
re-emerged into the hallway. I am behind the tall creature.
So, not that I want to use a really big spell, but
I have
can
no idea
we
what to do.
can we get behind them? Between the mist and the Thwilnu? And attack from there, since they're waiting for us at the other end?
The tall, pale creature is standing, but to nose to tail length from the edge of the mist.
I don't know what to do.
I think we should teleport behind.
And just attack the Thwilnu first, and then the
Yes.
horrors?
Yes. I think that's very smart.
But we'll have to be right there because the mist is very close to the Thwilnu.
That's what the cat says. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, sorry.
Hi, Merlin.
If
If
I were to
we-
teleport,
Yeah.
would I know where the mist ends because we went through it?
Let's see. Let me look at the spell real quick so I can see the categories again. It would be not the easiest because it would count as a viewed once familiarity. So there's about a 3/4 chance of appearing somewhere else.
Could she focus in on Starbolt?
She doesn't have any connection to Starbolt. You don't hear Starbolt through the telepathic bond.
Right.
Only Arabelle hears Starbolt. Well, I have a thought.
Okay.
Please, Lord, fill us in.
Well, since we know where they are, and he
Yes.
kind of looks at Bo, and Bo looks at him puzzled for a minute and then goes,
Fireball?
"No, I think I know. I think I know what you're talking about. So you can do it, and I can do it. Can anyone else here summon some other thing that we can send down the hallway?"
Oh no.
Yes. I can. I could send a fire elemental.
I was thinking of sending an earth elemental myself.
Why Earth?
Physical damage seems to be something that at least those we've encountered thus far don't have any extraordinary defense against. And an earth elemental is quite mighty.
Aye, you got a point.
If you summon and send them, then we have to stay way back because last time they knocked you unconscious and then we had to fight them.
Right.
If the Thwilnu makes you fall unconscious, then we have to fight your element.
Oh, no. I think I see the young lad's plan. You weren't planning on going in with him, were ya?
No, I was planning on hiding around the corner and telling them.
That's what I'm confirming,
that
that
way.
nobody goes near them, just the elementals.
Right. We'll just send the wee beasties in and see what they can do.
I'm game.
If nothing else, it will soften them up if we have to go in and finish them off.
Aye.
Smart.
All right. We'll give 'em something to play with, that's for sure. The two of you can do your elementals. I'm gonna summon something with a bit more oomph.
Oh?
See what they make of a creature from the lower planes.
An outsider?
Aye. A fiend.
Wow.
All right.
Lose control over that.
Well, that's why I'd be staying quite out of sight.
Let's do it.
Alright. Alright.
Should I also cast a Earth Elemental?
I don't know.
Fire's worked pretty well so far. As long as it doesn't turn on us again. So you're gonna have to stay around the corner too, lass.
Yes.
But,
All right.
I say, a fire, a rock, and a fiend. Step into a hallway.
We all stay back.
I cast a Fire Elemental.
Okay, well, hold on. We should probably get in place.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot about Foundry.
Yes.
All right, so we go north and east.
Yep. Oh, Zorath, don't go there. We're gathering on the southern edge of the cavern. So, yeah. Perfect. All right.
Where's the hallway?
About 25, 30 feet east of your position. Yeah, Zorath, you're not going to want to move there. And you're muted.
I know that, and I was showing her where, but I was muted so nobody could hear me say directly southeast of me.
Ah.
So there.
Yep.
It's right there.
All right. So, Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna feel real stupid if it turns out Athgar can't actually do this. I thought he could. And I'm high.
Uh-oh.
Because it does not appear that he can. Unless I changed the spell out, I don't remember. But that's fine. You can still do the... In this case, Gwen, probably the Earth Elemental.
Okay. I'll take Athgar's suggestion to heart.
Alright. And Bo's going to cast Summon Fiend at 7th level.
Wow.
He's not messing around.
Are you taking care of that, or should I?
Yeah, I took care of it.
Okay.
So... Okay. So this is going to be conceptual. Imagine, if you will. Gwen conjures and the cave floor begins to pull up and move up until it's this massive, hulking creature of rock and clay. Bo finishes casting, and there is a small burst of flame that smells vaguely sulfurous. And standing there is a clawed, winged, red-skinned creature from the lower planes who turns an absolutely malevolent gaze upon Bo and then, almost against its will, bows.
And he's willing to do your bidding. Wow. Okay.
I would say willing.
Right. Here's what I want you to do.
Oh, God.
Right around that corner, there's a hallway. Anything in the hallway other than the wolf at the end, if you can even see him, kill it. Go. And it, once again, just kind of... and then takes to the air and flies around the corner. Gwen?
I give my elemental the same instructions.
And it sinks into the ground and disappears.
Ooh.
Because it doesn't need to go around the corner. It can just go under it up. And then the sounds of violence start. And you hear sounds of heavy impact. You hear sounds of crackling flame. You hear clacking sounds. And about a minute or so after you've sent them around the corner, you see a single creature come running from the hallway. Dripping green ichor. It's a crab-like creature of some kind. Gray-green shell, glowing emerald eyes atop eye stalks, and where the claws would be, two very rudimentary-looking chitinous hammers. And it stops as it sees you. What do you do?
Yeah.
Is it surprised?
Yes.
Does that mean we get a surprise round?
It does.
I guess then we roll an ish. I don't know why I roll an ish. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Habit?
I'm
Yeah.
not really sure why I'm rolling an ish for the NPCs either. Because it sucks.
Oh, good. Maybe I'll actually get to hit it before it hits us.
Let's see. Oh, well, that's right.
Well, we have a surprise round too, so.
For Bo, I forget that Bo has, like, mega inish bonus.
And wasn't Gwen rolling for him?
I was.
What did he get?
25.
And... alright, Gwen.
27.
Tasha.
24.
Arabelle.
11.
You got 2?
Horror.
You got 11?
I got 12.
And Zoreth.
12.
See, you did better than Arabelle.
Yeah, there are 3 things that go after you.
Ooh.
Sorry. But first up, obviously, is Gwen.
I'm going to yell at it. You're not Sefryna, are you? And then I'm going to light it up.
Okay.
I am going to cast Searing Smite
Ooh.
at 3rd level. And that's a bonus action. And then I will strike it with my... Well, is it within melee range, or is it more...
If you want to move to it, it
Oh.
will absolutely be in melee range.
Oh, maybe I don't want to do that. I'll just switch to lightning arrow then.
Okay.
And I'll do that at 3rd level. So that's my bonus action, and then I will use my arrows. So I get 2 attacks, right?
Yes. I think only one of them is the lightning arrow, though.
Okay.
I think the first one is the lightning arrow, and the second one would be just a normal shot.
Okay. Well, the first one I rolled a 19, so that's...
Going to hit.
Yeah, it is. 33.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I rolled an 18, so that would be 32.
All right. Now, for the first one, given that it's lightning arrow, it gets a save, correct?
Correct. Dex at 19.
A valiant effort.
But no bueno.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it's 4d8 lightning damage.
Okay.
No, I can't find my d8s. Oh, I found 2. I just found twice. Oh wait, there's one. Is 22 points of damage.
It explodes.
Aw. I didn't even get to the second one.
It was already a little wounded, and that was way more than it had left.
Okay. Yay.
Bo says, "Whew. Well, whatever it was that they did, the fiend's gone."
They killed it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got no connection to it anymore, so either they killed it or they took it over, so I'm hoping they killed it.
How about my earth elemental?
And as you say that, a noticeably smaller creature comes up out of the floor of the cavern. It's clearly taken some damage. It's not as substantial as it was, but it's still there.
Report?
Go on.
All creatures?
Oh.
I guess I'll let it dissolve then. Release the magic.
Mm-hmm. And it just slowly sinks back into the ground, and after a moment, there's no trace that it ever was.
Wow. Cool.
Mistress, there was a creature of rock and an evil creature, but they decimated the beings in the hallway. I stand now over the body of the tall, pale creature who smells wrong still.
Oh, I guess we should go to him. Go join him.
Let's do.
I tell Starbolt we're on our way, and then I tell everyone what Starbolt said.
We checked out all the edges of this room, right?
Yes, you've done the full circumference of this cavern.
I thought so. Just want to make sure.
We should check the hallway as we go.
Well, you've been down the hallway once.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
You came down it into the cavern.
Right.
All right. So, you find yourself standing once again near the edge of the mists.
I think we should take the time and cast the air bubble.
Okay.
You have to do it on every single person, though, right?
I do.
That's a lot.
How big of a spell is that?
It is a second rank spell.
Oh, okay.
And there are how many of us?
6.
Okay, so I'll cast it 3 times at the 2nd rank, and 2 times at 3rd, and once at 4th. And that's pretty much going to do me in.
Gracious.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's also no fun to have us turn at each other.
No, but it was that we got lost, right?
Well,
I think there
it was
a
that
chance that
it was affecting us. You actually somehow became convinced that there was no point in continuing on and we should all go back.
I thought we got through it with a rope. That's last time.
That was once everyone had managed to resist the effects of the mist.
I just don't want you to use all of your spells.
well,
I have.
Well, hold
I
on.
mean,
Athgar
Before you
says,
do
Athgar says, let us try
You
something.
cast, yeah, before you cast the things.
okay.
What do you want to try?
If you are willing, cast it on Arabelle and let her step into the mist and see if it has the same effect on her that it did the last time. But one of us will keep a hold of her. And if it does, we will sense it through the bond and we can pull her out.
Okay. I cast the air bubble on Arabelle.
Wait, I'm trying to find my character sheet. I am going to cast resistance on myself before I go in.
Then how will we know if it's the air bubble?
Resistance just gives me a bonus to my saving throws.
And it's also something that she's willing to do, so resist doesn't work on that, does it? If you're willing, then it's my
No,
understanding that
resistance
you
just
can...
gives me a bonus to a saving throw of my choice. It's kind of like guidance.
Got it.
So if I don't have to make a saving throw, then the air bubble worked. If I do,
Clever.
oh no.
All right.
Yeah, I can do that. No, I don't. It's a concentration spell. Never mind.
No. Okay.
I gotta locate creature up.
Well, is resistance concentration?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not gonna
okay.
do it.
Okay.
I didn't realize because it said it's up to a minute, so you have to concentrate on it. So.
All right.
As is guidance. So those are out right now.
Okay.
I go in and hold on to whatever I'm supposed to be holding on to.
Well, you go in. Athgar will, hold the end of your cloak. So
Okay.
he's still out of the mist, but it allows you to step fully into it. The first breath you take smells like sweet spring air. A little bit of moisture. The scent is almost like stepping out into a forest meadow at dawn. It's quite pleasant. You stand there for a minute. You feel fine. You're not confused at all.
How long does it take us to pass through the hallway?
This is a good question.
question.
Well, we want to see if there's another.
When you were in the mists the first time, you got completely lost, and you used the rope to be able to stay together, and you believe you were able to feel your way along a wall.
Now, if she is completely bubbled and we wind a rope around her,
yeah,
and we just blindly follow
And hold our breath.
Let me.
You could try.
How long does the bubble last?
24 hours.
Oh, okay. Hand me a rope and let me see if I can find the other exit. If there's another way out of here besides the way we originally came.
Okay, well, you, as you have stepped into the mist, you only know that the direction back into the hallway is behind you because you can feel Athgar holding onto your cloak.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have absolutely no sense of direction now.
Is there a wall?
There is a wall to the left and a wall to the right.
Okay.
In front of you, there's nothing that you can see, but your vision is limited to about 3 feet.
Okay. So I want to touch the wall on my right.
Okay.
And just keep my hand on that and go around.
Okay.
Until there's a break in the wall.
All right. Back to my picture here. You travel probably for probably close to a minute because you're going to be moving about half speed. And the wall gives way. And you step out of the mist into another corridor.
Okay. Is there any way to tell if it's the corridor we came in to begin with?
Make a survival check at disadvantage. Because this is not your area of expertise, and it's a very difficult check.
13.
You have no idea.
So, the room we came into the mist, the other room was the gelatinous creature.
Well, there was a hallway after the gelatinous horror, and then you encountered the mists.
Okay, how long were we in the hallway? I'll ask Tasha, she'll remember.
Annette doesn't remember, but Tasha does.
It took you about half a minute, moving at normal speed, to get from the chamber with the gelatinous horror to the edge of the mists.
I'm going to set the rope down. I say this out loud, well, in the thing.
Right.
I'm going to check my surroundings. Make a perception check.
Okay.
29.
Okay.
And I'm going to go up the hallway for 30 seconds and see if I see the room with the gelatinous cube.
Okay,
Stealth.
and what is your range of vision?
Dark vision, normal dark vision, so 60 feet.
Okay. You move for maybe 15 seconds, and then you sense two things at the same time. First, you sense that there is oh, okay.
Something
Sorry,
gelatinous and cubey.
Just discovering that, what in the world? Alright, hold on. Something is not working.
Should I go this way?
All right. Hold, please, just a moment. This is annoying. It's another one of those Foundry things that this is... It shouldn't work like this, but it does. Okay. Bring another one in. It does it too. Son of a... Yeah. Foundry does this thing where you create tokens and you set the graphic files for the tokens, and then you go ahead and pull it onto the map, and it's not what you set.
Oh.
And that's what it's doing. So please forgive the pause while I fix this. Okay. You step into, you step forward and move forward for about 15 seconds, and as I said, you see two things at once. There are the walls, the wall on the right-hand side continues, but the wall on the left-hand side turns to the left, and it opens up into a space. I need you, if you will, to make a stealth check for me.
Almost as good as I can get. 25.
You see, standing perfectly still, two beings. This is right at the edge of your dark vision, so it's not absolutely clear, but they look to be elves. A man and a woman. They're dressed in rags, and they're just standing there, arms hanging at their side, jaws a little slack, eyes looking at everything and nothing.
We'll back very slowly back into the hallway, thinking in my head what I'm seeing. So it's not the gelatinous cube room.
No. No, it appears that you have found another cavern.
Do I feel any closer to, if I'm in the right direction, towards Vines?
I don't think you get a sense of distance. You just get a sense of direction. But let me look the spell up and double check.
No, it tells me if they're moving.
Yep. You don't get any sense of proximity. However, the direction has changed drastically.
Okay.
The direction is now northwest.
Okay.
Almost due northwest.
Okay. So I come back, I pick up the rope, and hug the wall back to everyone.
Okay.
So, as I'm coming back from the cavern into the mist, I'm counting how long it takes me to get back to them.
Okay. It takes about, moving half speed, about 6 rounds. So it takes about a minute.
Could everybody hold their breath that long? I'll be right
I
back.
thought I remembered how to do this, but...
I would think we could.
I mean, a minute. That's not that hard.
No, it's like your con plus some amount of minutes. It's usually at least 1 or 2 minutes, sometimes 3. I don't remember what though.
Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. It should not be an issue. A character can hold their breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus their Constitution modifier. So if this is only a minute, then as long as no one has a negative Constitution modifier, everyone can hold their breath.
-4.
Do you really?
No, mine is
Oh.
4. 3 plus 1.
I heard minus
Yep.
4.
Yeah.
Got it.
Athgar's,
No,
both
4.
Bo's and Athgar's is 2. So
You said con plus 1?
Mm-hmm. Con mod plus 1.
Yeah.
So -4. Mine is 4.
Yep. Again, I heard -4.
That's not going to do well for you.
No, but that's when you get the air bubble.
Right.
So
Shall I cast the air bubble?
No, only if
No.
it's minus.
Oh.
Mine is not minus.
So it's Pam, it's 1 plus your con mod number of minutes you can hold your
That's
breath.
what I was thinking it was.
But
so.
you don't
But I
need
had
to
the
worry
bubble.
about it,
Yeah.
because you've still got the air bubble for another 23 hours and 45 minutes. So
I can send Starbolt back in to that room. The scout.
okay.
All right, so everybody can hold their breath, hang on to the rope,
Yep.
and we should be able to get there, right?
Let's do it.
Mistress,
Yes.
these are like you, but they do not smell like you.
They don't smell like elves.
They smell wrong.
Dead?
Like the pale creature smelled wrong. But they are also not moving. They breathe, I can see their bodies move. But otherwise, they do not move. They do not blink.
I share that. We know that they took elves prisoner when they took the island. Are you okay, Zori?
Yeah. I'll be okay. We're all okay. We just gotta get through this.
So we go.
Everybody hanging on to the rope.
Yep.
Hold your breath.
And I'm holding.
All right.
And we go. Where are the creepy elves standing?
Further in.
Oh, okay. So I tell Starbolt the direction now for Vines.
All right.
And I think Starbolt's met Vines. I don't know if that works, but maybe he'd be able to smell him. Well, if nothing else, Vines is human, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Sefryna is a half-elf?
No, I'm just human.
No, Sefryna.
Oh, Sefryna. Oh my god.
Is it a half-elf or an elf? One of them, right?
That was your old character?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's very confusing.
It is a different campaign. No big deal.
No biggie.
Let me look.
I could get my D&D Beyond to cooperate. Sefryna is a half.
Yes.
Okay. So I tell
Yeah.
Starbolt he's looking for a human and a half-elf. The human, at least, is directly northwest.
Mistress, if it is
Yes.
directly northwest, then it would appear that the person you seek is held within more fungus.
Mm.
Like that in the mushrooms?
Yes.
That close?
These are different. They
Like
do
in the
not-
mushrooms?
They do not appear the same. They do not smell the same as in the previous area.
But they're that close?
Yes.
I share that. So there's mushrooms right here?
They are the collection of fungus is just past one of the creatures like you.
Shall we?
Joe.
Let's do the thing.
We prepare to be attacked by the zombie-like elves, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, you mean our friends?
Which creature? The one on the right or the left?
The one on the right.
I want to... I'm guessing I'm against a wall if I can't move.
Yeah.
I want to hug the wall.
Okay.
I can't move. Oh, I can't move without getting any closer to the... Must be on a wall. I'm going to run right into that elf.
Stop before then. She backs up. Oh, nope, back up. No, thank you.
Oh. We have to do something. Are we ready?
Yes.
Right, then I'm going.
Athgar's going to move as well.
Right, I guess I'll go between them because I can't go around. Is that the glowing thing at the top?
Hold on.
Where do you want me to stop?
You get about... Go back a couple more. Yeah, you get about there, and everyone else should move to wherever they're going to be when Arabelle gets this far.
Okay.
you get this far, and you see the elves as they both sort of rise up and turn and look at the group.
What do they look like?
They're high elves. They are thin to the point of being emaciated. They are filthy. Their hair is gnarled and matted. And their skin is not the normal healthy gold tone you expect from high elves. It's actually more of an gold tinted with olive green. And as they slowly bring their hands up, you see that their hands, the skin tone matches their face. I need everybody to make a perception check.
Perception?
Perception. 29 for Gwen.
I don't even know why I'm rolling.
26.
31.
16.
16 for Bo as well.
All right. Well, everyone but Zorith and Bo senses movement from behind.
Turn around.
Spin.
And you see
Oh, jeez.
that there are four creatures who have stepped sort of up out of the ground.
Oh, that's not okay.
Supple, hairless, weasel-like bodies
Ew.
that shine like polished ivory, propelled by four powerful legs, each of which ends in prolific and wide claws. Coming up from the body is a snake-like neck with a snake-like head, complete with a forked tongue.
Nope.
And glowing green eyes.
Why do you do this, babe?
Out. Bye. We don't fight snakes.
They're not snakes. They just have snake heads.
Okay.
That doesn't make it better. Doesn't make it better.
On legs. Well, it does make it slightly better because snakes without legs are what bother me.
Okay.
Worms, snakes, yeah. The legless things.
Worms? Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm just as afraid of worms.
Okay. Well, we kill it with fire.
And this is where we're going to stop.
Oh, you're so mean.
Oh man, I wanted to try something on the elf.
Sleep?
Now, sleep doesn't work so well with elves.
No, like it, not at all.
Well, in 5th edition, it can. In 5th edition, elves have advantage on their saves versus sleep. But
It's 'cause
they
we're immune.
can... Really?
I
Half
have
elves. Yeah, half elves have advantage.
Oh,
I'm
half
a-
elves have advantage.
I'm
That's
a
it.
high elf, my mistake.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Magical sleep says immunity for me.
All right.
Got it.
Well, yeah, because, we've been going for a while, and this is going to be a bit of a protracted combat.
All right.
So,
Got
Okay.
I don't want to run
Well,
too
fine.
far over, so we'll start with initiative
Oh,
when we come back next time.
Whoopee.
So, until then, remember, stay safe, stay sane, take care of those that you care about, and everybody else too. And we'll see you next time when hopefully we'll be able to welcome you back once again to the lands of Aecathan. Good night, everybody.